Hello, this is going to be my review on the 44 precision calibers. They are 44 degrees like the name says, and they have a pressed-in kingpin, and I'm riding mine on a 98 Chubby Riptide bushing boardside. Then roadside I have a 89A Blood Orange. This gives me a nice bit of lean and still very controllable and a nice defined middle point. But with that said, these trucks don't really have that much of a middle point. Your whole turn just kind of feels like a super consistent, super linear, cushiony turn, if that makes sense. They're super nice to get a straight line, to get a good line in when you're trying to do downhill. I've only done 2 downhill runs on these so far. That's because it's really hot and I don't really like wearing my full face helmet and a lot of pads when it's 99 degrees outside. But for freeride, which is what I've mainly been doing with these, they feel really nice. I feel a lot more confident with these. I've free-rode these at about as fast as I was downhilling these because I just feel so confident on them. I don't feel like I'm gonna get any twitches or anything. It's super nice. They have a really nice bushing seat. It's exactly like the Caliber 2s basically, except for it's a little bit thicker, if that makes sense. The metal there is not super thin like the cast. It's pretty beefy in there. But like I said, it has a press-in kingpin to compensate for that. I don't know if you could get a different kingpin if you want to run a tall barrel roadside or anything like that. I know a lot of people do that with kingpins, but I don't know. You got a lot of lean with what you have already. If you think it's too restrictive, you could put like a cone or something in it, but it's really not a very restrictive truck. It just feels like a Caliber 2, but not crappy. I've rode Caliber 2s, I don't necessarily like them because there's still a lot of slop in them, even if I put like all upgrades in them. My friend Kyle had some. I put some Riot plugs and then a Riot cup in them, and then still put the same bushings I put in these. I still didn't like the feel. The center point still had a lot of slop, even when I tried to crank my bushings down a little bit. So then it would try to eliminate that, and it still had a pretty noticeable amount of slop. But with these, they have the same amount of lean, they're good for freeride, they just don't have like any slop. If you do have a pair of these and you experience slop, either you might have to replace your pivot up in here, because when I first got these there was a little bit of slop and I'm like, what the hell? Took the hanger off and I noticed that there was a little bit of worn down in the pivot cup in here. I have actually not had a chance to buy Riot plugs for these yet because they've been out of stock at every board shop I like to use, and I don't want to use a different board shop. But so far without them they feel really nice. As soon as I get them, I'll either put in the description how they feel, or I'll do a completely another video of how they feel, because any truck feels better with Riot plugs, like honestly. And it's gonna be my review of the 44 precision calibers. Shred on.